Hey everyone, I'm Emily. Today in Thailand it's August the 12th, which is a pretty big day. It's Mother's Day, celebrated on the birthday of Queen Sirikit of Thailand. It's also World Elephant Day. World Elephant Day began with a Canadian filmmaker and the Elephant Reintroduction Foundation, which the Queen herself started. So they picked her birthday to honor her work and Thailand's special connection to elephants. On August the 12th, we basically get to honor our moms, show respect for the Queen, and raise awareness for elephants all at once. For my mom's Mother's Day gift, I remembered her saying she'd like to see some of my imaginary painted creatures as sculptures one day. So, a week ago, I started making her 3 sculptures of our family as elephants. She's a sculptor herself and is helping me with the process, but I hope the final painting stage will surprise her. I'm using charcoal to sketch out the metal frame for my elephants. I have to think about gravity and make sure the sculptures don't fall over. Since I want my elephants to look like they're walking, at least 3 of their feet need to touch the base. Next, we're making the wire frame, which is like the skeleton that holds the whole sculpture together. We use a soft but strong metal wire that I can bend and cut on my own. But for the really important part, making sure it all holds together, my mom is the official welder. For these elephants, I'm using scrap paper and watered down latex glue. Most people use newspaper for papier-mâché, but it's really hard to find around here, so I'm just using what I have. Next, I'm using plaster bandages, which are the same kind doctors use to make casts for broken bones. You just dip them in water, and they dry super fast. The more layers you add, the stronger it gets. This stage is important because it's the base for a layer of resin I'll put on later. I want to cover the papier-mâché with resin. To make it a bit thicker, sculptors mix in some calcium carbonate powder. This stuff comes in a big sack and is actually really cheap because it's so common. It's the main ingredient in things like chalk. It turns the resin into a paste, and it's perfect for sanding once it's dry. The resin stage was really fun, but it was also harder than I expected. I didn't like the position of the elephant's trunk, so my dad helped me fix it. We cut it off, turned it upside down. We then glued it into the new position. I've often seen elephants with their trunks like this, spraying themselves with water or dust to keep cool in the hot sun. My dad is an artist, and I've seen him take his paintings out into the bright sunlight to see them more clearly. He says it shows you all the things you need to improve that you don't see as well indoors. I carried my elephants into the bright light, and that's when I really focused on sanding them. My parents have been helping me make these elephants so far, and my dad has been filming the process. With Mother's Day just around the corner, I've got a few days left to paint them. My mom once said she wanted to see what my canvas creatures would look like as sculptures. To get some ideas for the colors, I've surrounded myself with some of my elephant paintings. The finished sculptures won't be one solid color, or even realistic, as I prefer to paint what things feel like, rather than just what my eyes see. World Elephant Day is a chance for people everywhere to team up and find ways to protect these awesome, super smart animals. It's about making sure future kids like me get to see elephants in real life, not just in pictures or movies. One thing I learned is that grown-ups like getting handmade gifts way more than bought ones. And honestly, making and giving a present to someone you care about is the best feeling ever. Thanks for watching, and happy World Elephant Day!